We're joined by Tony Rovira, Managing Director of Azure Minerals. Tony, thanks for your time.
Thanks, David.
It's been 2 years since picking up the Andover project in Western Australia. It's gone quickly and a lot's been achieved. What are some of the highlights?
Oh, I think that the ability to discover a nickel and copper sulphide mineralisation in all of the targets that we've been drill testing. Certainly it's a project that seems to just keep on giving. We're 2 years into it, we're still drilling, we're still hitting nickel and copper sulphide mineralisation. We've developed one resource, the Andover deposit resource. Another one will be the ridge line, which will be announced towards the end or of this year or early into next year. So we see this as a project where the resources will just continue to grow with additional drilling. So it's a project which has huge potential.
And you are taking a dual path strategy?
That's true. Not only are we doing the exploration and the resource definition drilling, but we're also doing the development study program. So that involves all of the components of initially a scoping study, which we intend to release into the market in the first quarter of 2023. And given that if that has a positive outcome, then we'll slide straight into a full feasibility study into building and operating a mining and processing operation at Andover. So yes, that's that dual pathway strategy which has accelerated the development of the project.
Now you've got a major shareholder in Mark Creasy who's very well known for his interest in exploration and developing projects, particularly in WA. How interested is he in your exploration and your exploration success?
Oh, he's very interested. You know, he held the Andover project for many years before he did the joint venture with us, and he loves the nickel exploration story, and particularly the fact that we're having success. He's really excited by that, and Mark and I get on really well together, and it's enjoyable interacting with him on this subject.
The next 6 to 12 months, what do they look like for the company?
Well, it's ongoing drilling. We will continue to drill. We've got one drill rig at the moment because we're back into the exploration stage. As soon as we've identified something that will be a deposit or potentially resources, we'll bring in more rigs to continue drilling out those resources. And continuously with that, we'll also be doing the development studies. So as I mentioned earlier, the scoping study should come out in the first quarter of next year. And then we'll slip straight into doing the feasibility study. So there's a lot of activity going on. We do see the potential for the Andover project to have a hub and spoke type model whereby you have a centrally located processing facility which would be producing nickel and copper concentrates. And that would be fed by numerous deposits, hopefully mines, that would be feeding into that facility, and we'll be able to produce those concentrates and then sell them into the market.
It's said that Mark looks for safe sets of hands to look after the growth of his assets. Clearly, this project is in a safe set of hands. Exciting times ahead for Azure and its shareholders. Tony, thanks for your time.
Thanks, David. It's a pleasure.